Namaskar, good evening. You're watching the Newshour at 9 and I'm Swati Joshi. The central agencies are closing in on Kejriwal's army generals one by one. And this is an exclusive news break here on Times Now. Liquorgate probe has become AAP's Achilles heel. Manish Sisodia, Vijay Nair and Sanjay Singh are in the agency's net. Even its MLA Omar Abdullah Khan has been raided in a different case, but still the heat is not off his back. Kejriwal's trusted party parliamentarian Sanjay Singh will be spending another 3 days in ED custody. However, the Enforcement Directorate is building a watertight case against them. The agency in its remand note made a sensational claim as to why they have sought extension of custody and on what grounds the court actually granted that. Now, the Enforcement Directorate has tightened its grip on Sanjay Singh by claiming that he was in possession of files that he should not have had in the first place. The allegation is that Sanjay Singh had printouts of documents taken from the ED office, and these were found during the raid. When asked about the source of the documents, the AAP MP refused to reveal it. Let's first go across to our executive editor Padmaja Joshi for more on this new revelation, new claim made by the Enforcement Directorate.
This is absolutely shocking, and in fact the Enforcement Directorate has said that this is an offence that also attracts the Official Secrets Act. Now, what has been said over here, let's just read it out to our viewers, Swati. So here is what has been said in the remand note by the Enforcement Directorate. It says, further, during the search conducted at the premises of the arrestee on the 4th of October 2023, confidential documents have been seized which are not in the public domain. It is suspected that these confidential documents found at his residence, at the residence of Sanjay Singh, that these confidential documents found at the residence of Sanjay Singh are print of images taken in the Office of Enforcement Directorate, and that the same are obtained illegally, and he is withholding the critical information about source of the said document which was in his possession. The same attracts Official Secrets Act 1923, also as the seized document is confidential in the form it is found. When asked about the source of the above document, above 3 pages seized from his home, he did not disclose the source of the same. He needs to be interrogated further to ascertain the facts which he is withholding. Now, the important thing is that while seeking further custody of Mr. Sanjay Singh, here is a very, very damaging claim that has been made, which, if proved correct, will not only ensure that the current investigation continues, but that additionally the Official Secrets Act can be used against Sanjay Singh. Here is what, let us underline for our viewers what the Enforcement Directorate is claiming, that 3 pages of a secret document which was with the Enforcement Directorate, a print of that. The suggestion is that someone or somehow from within the Enforcement Directorate, secret documents have been photocopied, and at least 3 pages of such a document was found in the possession of Sanjay Singh. This is a massive, massive claim that has been made by the Enforcement Directorate. And Swati, this could mean that the troubles for Sanjay Singh are only set to get much, much bigger.
Right. And in fact, that is just one angle of our news break. That is not the end of the matter. Let's quickly move on to the second sensational allegation, Padmaja, the ED's case against Kejriwal's trusted aide, which has in fact now been found to be meritorious by the court as well. The Enforcement Directorate has said that there was more than 2 crores involved. There was a demand for 4 crores from a businessman in Punjab who in fact has given an oral testimony to the agency saying that the accused in this case was also using this model in Delhi. So granting liquor license in Delhi as well against monetary considerations, Padmaja.
100%. And there are 2 reasons because of which this is very important. Of course, the most obvious reason is that so far, remember, and Times Now had broken it first, that the allegation is that 2 crores in cash were taken, which were taken by aides of Mr. Sanjay Singh, and he was in their receipt. One taken from Abhishek Boinpalli and the other taken from another businessman. Additionally, shares were also transferred. Now, here is what Enforcement Directorate is claiming, and the second reason, by the way, that this is very important is that, remember, for long it has been claimed that the web of the Liquorgate scam doesn't just extend to dealings that happened in Delhi. Of course, there's a Telangana angle, but now a Punjab angle has also come in. How? Let me tell you. The request for extension of ED custody of accused has been made on the grounds, and here is what has been claimed. Point number one, that during his custody period, he's been totally non-cooperative with regard to source of acquisition of some confidential documents that we just spoke about. Two, he refused to acknowledge or sign the call data record of his mobile phone in respect to calls between the said number and the number of co-accused Amit Arora. Three, he failed to tell us the whereabouts of earlier mobile phones, and he is also to be further interrogated about some fresh evidence. Now, what is this fresh evidence that the Enforcement Directorate is talking about? They say that this has surfaced in the course of the investigation, Swati, and here is this fresh investigation. The demand of another amount of 4 crore rupees by a close associate of the accused from one liquor businessman of Punjab. So, a close associate of Mr. Sanjay Singh is being alleged here, made a demand of another 4 crore rupees, and this demand was made not from a Delhi-based businessman, because earlier it was Abhishek Boinpalli, Samir Mahindru, businessman based out of Telangana, based out of Delhi. But now the web has gone further. It has gone to Punjab. And the claim made by the said businessman regarding the role of accused in grant of many liquor licenses in Delhi against some monetary considerations. So they are saying a businessman in Punjab has said, I was asked for 4 crores by an aide of Sanjay Singh, and in lieu of that, as quid pro quo, the claim has been made by the businessman that the accused granted many liquor licenses in Delhi against some monetary consideration. So the second very damaging claim again made by the Enforcement Directorate.
Right. Padmaja, thank you very much for getting us inputs and details on that news break. As per the Enforcement Directorate, now, the big question is, why was Sanjay Singh in possession of those secret documents, and whether 4 more crores were demanded by his closet, as Enforcement Directorate is alleging. Let's quickly go across to our guest. Tonight we have with us Shehzad Poonawalla, BJP spokesperson. We have Ravi Srivastava, political analyst, and Tehseen Poonawalla, also political analyst. Good evening to all of you. Ravi Srivastava, fresh evidence, fresh revelations. According to the fresh revelations, the Enforcement Directorate has alleged that Sanjay Singh was in possession of secret documents. They were in fact printouts of images taken in the Enforcement Directorate office. They're also saying this attracts the Official Secrets Act.
Swati, first of all, Official Secret Act of 1923 is almost defunct and redundant. Anyway, it is a matter of investigation. Probably those documents were given by some ED official only. So rather ED should answer that question, that how the documents came out of their office. One. Second thing is that on 5th of October, when Sanjay Singh was arrested, Honorable Supreme Court made some very stringent observations. They said that your evidences are just not sustainable, and the whole case will fall flat in 2 minutes. And all cases are made on the hearsay. So this kind of observations are very, very damaging. And I think it's only a matter of time that both
Ravi Srivastava, since you're talking about the Supreme Court, let me talk about this court, which has granted extension of custody to the Enforcement Directorate of Sanjay Singh. The court says facts state this application, and the case file produced before the court by IO reveals discovery of some fresh facts and recovery of some fresh digital evidence in a recent search conducted during the course of ongoing investigation. It has been alleged that the above discovery of facts through the oral testimony of a witness has not only revealed the role played by accused in grant of some liquor license in Punjab, but the above witness has been told by a close associate of the accused regarding his role in grant of some liquor licenses in Delhi too, against the payment of some monetary considerations. Now, it is on the basis of the fresh facts that have been put on the table by the Enforcement Directorate that this extension has been granted.
Allow me to respond it. These surmises, they are all conjectures, they are all presumptions, they are all hearsay. There is nothing, no evidence.
So you're saying court is also assuming things, and court is also going by hearsay.
Let me tell you. Now let me tell you that past also observations were made by the trial court and even the higher court. After Supreme Court's observation, this puts up a question mark on the entire lower judiciary. That's a trial court as well as the high court.
You're questioning the judiciary.
Putting up a question
You're questioning the judiciary now. Shehzad Poonawala come in.
This has to be.
According to Ravi Srivastava, somebody in the Enforcement Directorate only passed on this document to Sanjay Singh. So somebody from the Enforcement Directorate needs to be questioned. One, and he's also putting a question mark on the entire lower judiciary.
Let me answer both those aspects. Now, the first aspect first. It is in public domain in August 2023. An ED official and certain other officials were arrested by the CBI for allegedly taking bribes from one of the accused, and I think it was Amandeep Dal, in this said case. And they were trying to help him out in the said case, and therefore they were arrested actually. And therefore, this could very well be the entire nexus where the documents shared by that particular officer. This is just my surmise. I have not seen the ED remand of today, or I have not seen the court order of today. So that could be an educated guess. The other guess could be that why VVJ Rajshekhar, one of the officers of the Delhi government, in fact of the vigilance, had said that at 3 a.m. in the morning, his office was forcibly barged into, and files relating to the liquor scam were taken off as soon as the Supreme Court order had come, where these people had interpreted that services was under them. So those two could be the answer to the question number one. Now, question number two. First of all, Raviji, my good friend, would know that the Supreme Court did not make those observations. Those were questions that they were posing to the parties. They had posed one question, that why Aam Aadmi Party should not be made a party in this entire scam. So these are questions, not even observations. But if my friend Ravi gives so much importance to these so-called observations, then Raviji, three facts for you. The CBI court on 23rd March 2023, while denying bail to Manish Sisodia, said that he's the principal architect and 90 to 100 crore rupees has been received as kickback. This is a finding of the court. Secondly, in the court that gave a remand of Sanjay Singh for 5 days first, and now it has been extended, para 11, para 13, para 14. Please draw your attention to findings and not observations. Finding 1, nothing unreasonable about the arrest of Sanjay Singh. Finding 2, no taint in the statement of Dinesh Arora. Statement 3, which has been made by the court. Prima facie, the money was exchanged at the house of Sanjay Singh, and apart from the exchange, apart from the statements of the approver, there is also CDR evidence and log calls that are being matched there. And para 13 and 14, which says that this amount was delivered at his house. Apart from that, a dummy partner in the form of Vivek Tyagi was made. Can you please tell me, Raviji, forget everything else, why was Sanjay Singh's person being made a partner in a sharab company of Dinesh Arora? What was his expertise of the money he was bringing? And what about the important question? If there was no scam,
in the
why did you
court
go
that
back to
he
the
was
new
Sanjay
policy,
Singh's
old policy?
man?
And lastly,
What is his
Raviji,
man? What is his aide? What is the associate? What are these words?
Raviji, before you interrupt me,
you have to prove these words in the court of law. It is not that on the channel you can say he was the aide, he was assisting, he was a close associate, he was helping. What is all this? All conjectures, surmises, and some lofty arguments. It is true. You have to prove it in the court.
You're saying now. You're saying prove it in the court. You're saying prove it in the court. Then why did you first? Why did the Aam Aadmi Party jump the gun and say एक रुपया भी नहीं मिला, एक रुपया भी नहीं मिलेगा, कुछ evidence ही नहीं है? Tehseen Poonawala, please come in. If that is a stand taken by the by the Aam Aadmi Party, that this needs to be, the charges need to be proven in the court, then even the Aam Aadmi Party to have some patience before putting out videos saying ye to garibon ka masiha hai who has been targeted.
Swati.
Ravi, please, can you now allow me to speak? I think Shehzad wants to make a point. Let him make a point, then I'll answer. Let Shehzad make a point.
Let me finish.
Yeah. First of all, not talk politely to me.
I don't know where you find these characters. They are the most uncourteous and they don't allow anybody to finish. So let me just complete. Swati, I was just completing in 20 seconds. If all of this is vendetta politics, for the last 8 months, Manish Sisodia has not got bail right from the Supreme Court. The fact of the matter is Vijay Nair is in jail for 11 months. And Tehseen Poonawala's favorite party, the Congress party, has come out and categorically said that Sharab Ghotala hua hai, including very recently Mr. Arvinder Lavli, Ajay Makan, Sandeep Dixit, Alka Lamba, Supriya Shinit, all of them. So none of them dispute that this is that this action is proper action and the courts are not granting them bail. So I think in light of that, the Congress should today tell us, are they standing with the Adi like Sanjay Singh or are they standing with the statements of their spokespersons?
Tehseen Poonawala.
All right. Let's understand a lot of things that have happened. Forget Sanjay Singh. Sanjay Singh is one aspect. Even as so far as Manish Sisodia is concerned, the allegations against Manish Sisodia and Sanjay Singh, while may be grave, the evidence so far submitted in all courts is equivalent to the press conferences of the Honorable Prime Minister, zero. Your question is very relevant, Swati. Why has Manish Sisodia not got bail and why is Sanjay Singh not going to get bail in the trial court? Record this, I am telling you this. The reason is in PMLA, there is a double whammy. PMLA, the presumption is you are guilty until you prove yourself innocent. So court cannot give you bail until court is prima facie convinced you are innocent, and that innocence does not come in till the investigation is over. Now, despite charge sheet being filed, day after day they come out with some sort of new evidence, none of which is going to be collaborated. For example, none of the money link has so far been established, except now some vague telephone conversations of Hawala money, but that money link has also not been established. Has anyone thought it prudent to ask if Hawala money is being transferred this way in Delhi, why was demonetization done? But that's a separate debate. Let's not get into that because Supreme Leader cannot be questioned. Let's come to the facts of the case. There is no money link. The ED went about saying that money was given to the Aam Aadmi Party. If it went to the Aam Aadmi Party and it was used in Punjab and Goa, as is the allegations of the Aam Aadmi Party, where is that money link? What they have done, they've got Dinesh Arora, who's an accused. They first made him accused, turned him now into a witness, and are framing their political opponents. I repeat, Sanjay Singh and Manish Sisodia will get bail in the Supreme Court.
Will get bail. So far they have not. So far they have not got any bail. And your argument to that is that once the investigation is over, probably then that will happen. But Shehzad Poonawala, where is the money trail is the question that the Supreme Court and the opposition are both asking.
Tehseen Poonawala just said that because PMLA is such a law, he is not getting bail. Tehseen, I quoted the CBI court order. The CBI court is not listening to matter of PMLA. That is going on in the ED court. And Tehseen, you're a person with some integrity. And therefore, I'm saying, I'm quoting para 49 of the 2023 March order. Hence, in light of the above discussion, keeping in mind the totality of facts and circumstances, this court is not inclined to release the applicant Manish Sisodia on bail because his release may adversely affect the ongoing investigation and will seriously hamper the progress thereof. As far as the money trail is concerned, please listen Tehseen Poonawala carefully. The payment of advance kickbacks of around 90 to 100 crores was meant for him, as in Manish Sisodia and his colleagues in GNCTD, out of which 20 to 30 crores of the above are found to have been routed through co-accused Vijay Nair, Abhishek Bonpalli and approver Dinesh Arora. In turn, certain provisions of the excise policy were permitted to be tweaked and manipulated. This is also from the CBI court order. These are findings.
These are findings. So while you're leveling allegations of political vendetta against the BJP, are you then saying that even the courts are indulging in the same, because the courts have taken a very strong stand when it comes to whether it's Manish Sisodia or Sanjay Singh now. In Sanjay Singh case, the court found it meritorious when he was arrested, and even today when the extension has been granted.
Nobody is hindering with the process of law. But what I am forced to believe now, that there was a very big scam of 1,76,000 crores for which one full government was sacrificed. 2G scam. And ultimately, after 2 years, it was said there was no scam at all.
You know, I'm asking you questions on...
Who will compensate if tomorrow it is found that there was no Liquorgate at all? I am asking a question because after Supreme Court observations, I am forced to believe that it is absolutely political vendetta, and since the BJP government has lost not once, 4 times to Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi,
this is political vendetta because you've been losing elections and that's why you're taking it out in this way. Tehseen Poonawala also wants to come in. Yes.
Yes. the BJP spokesperson is right on what he said in the CBI court. He's absolutely right about it, except at that point, the charge sheet was not filed, which is what I'm saying. Now that the charge sheet is filed in the matter and Supreme Court is hearing both matters, believe you me and record this, Supreme Court is where they will get bail. But I have a larger point to make. Let's assume that this liquor policy was a complete scam. Let's go with the assumption that it was a scam. Who was the final authority who signed it? The LG. Why is the ex-LG not being prosecuted? Where is the LG's objection on it? Yes, the cabinet secretary, you can say, where is the LG's objection? So the fact of the matter is, what works for you works. Remember, there were allegations that Arvind Kejriwal had slapped a cabinet secretary. I was on Times Now debating it. What happened to those allegations? Nothing. It proved to be lie. Look, this is what the BJP does.
These are new allegations, new revelations made by the Enforcement Directorate. Sanjay Singh has been sent to 3 more days of custody. That custody has been extended. Enforcement Directorate says he was in possession of files that he should not have had in the first place. And over and above all of that, the Enforcement Directorate today is also claiming that there was a demand of 4 more crores from a businessman in Punjab by a close associate of Sanjay Singh. Whether the agencies can prove that in the court or not remains to be seen. Shehzad Poonawala, Tehseen Poonawal will stay on with us. Ravi Srivastava, thank you very much for joining us on the broadcast.